Is there any way or anything you can use to help keep your hooks from rusting in your tackle boxes? Because they're pretty bad about doing that. Wow! That's a beauty. Good morning, guys and girls. November 12th. 1 Corinthians 13:7. 1 Corinthians 13:7. Oh, this is great. I'm telling you, I don't hope I can go through this without crying. Love patiently accepts all things. It always trusts. It always hopes. And it always endures. We're talking about love. Love patiently accepts all things. It always trusts. It always hopes. And it always endures. Fishing is a participation sport. Over 60 million Americans fish. Some of these 60 million like to fish, but most of us love to fish. That's right, we love to fish. Those of us who love fishing patiently endure whatever the sport throws at us. Like the scripture says, bad weather, bad lakes, bad partners, and even the dreaded lockjaw, when the fish refuse to bite, we still love fishing. We still hope. We're still patient. We still endure. Listen to this. Listen to this, guys and girls. God has commanded us to love one another no matter what. He has commanded us to love, to patiently accept, to always trust, hope, and endure. He didn't recommend that we love or suggest we love. He commanded that we love. With this godly love comes a huge commitment to one another. A huge commitment to one another. And this commitment includes forgiveness. That's right. It includes forgiveness. If you harbor anything in your mind that requires forgiveness, if you harbor anything in your mind right now, that requires forgiveness, do it. Do it right now. Forgive that other person for whatever wrong you've been done. For love to remain strong, it must accept all things, including wrongs, and it must forgive. It must forgive. You know, guys and girls, as I read this verse, love patiently accepts all things. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always endures. I can't help but think about the situation that I'm going through with my beautiful wife, Chris, right now. And we are over 30 weeks into this, 7 months, almost 8 months, I guess, into this. And never before in my life have I ever really realized how strong my love for that lady really is, and how strong her love for me is. She's suffered greatly, and yet she still loves me. I asked her the other day, even I told her I loved her, and she said, "I love you." And I said, "How come?" And she said, "Because you love me." It's clear and it's plain, right from the heart, because you love me. And it just meant so much to me when she said that. It was amazing because it made me realize that she loves, and she realizes that I love her. And I remember when I first brought her home from the hospital after several weeks in intensive care and several weeks in rehab. And we had kept her alive. The doctors had kept her alive. God had kept her alive. The first night I put her to bed here at the ranch, and she said, "Oh, Jimmy, I am so sorry." She was apologizing. She was forgiving me and asking me to forgive her. And it was for something she didn't even do. It wasn't her fault. She had a brain aneurysm. She had a stroke. It wasn't her fault. And yet she was telling me she was sorry. And it just made me realize what love is really all about. And you know, I think I love her more now than I have my entire life. We've been married almost 58 years. And I think I love her more now than ever. And I patiently endure getting up 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night and taking her to the bathroom. I patiently endure everything that's happened. And I trust and I hope, and I have a 100% belief and hope that God's going to completely heal her. And but while this has gone on, it's just made me realize how great a thing love really is. And the love I have for her now, I thought my love had no bounds, and I realize now, I don't know what those boundaries, there's no boundaries out there. It doesn't really matter. There's no boundaries out there. Love is a powerful, 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 powerful thing that God gave us as men and women as a gift to love one another. Not just loving your wife and loving your family and your friends, but loving mankind, loving everyone. God gave us that ability, and He put it right here in our heart, and He made our heart this big. This big. He made our heart as big as His arms were stretched when He hung on that cross. Golly, what a scripture. Here's our tip for today. Use desiccant packets in your tackle box to help eliminate moisture and prevent rusty hooks. Nothing worse than picking up a high-dollar lure and all the hooks being rusted. Desiccant packages. Those are those little packages that you get in a lot of the things you buy, like guns and binoculars and scopes and all kinds of things that you buy that have those little packets in it. You can buy those little packets at Bass Pro Shop, by the way, and Cabela's and all those places like that you can put in your tackle boxes. Now, they've even got some tackle boxes now that's got little special strips in them that's evidently got that same material in them to keep your hooks from rusting. So if you'll just buy those little packets, throw one in your tackle box, you won't have to worry about your hooks rusting. Really, really a great little tip. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember,